Today what we're going to accomplish is the search for schools, properties that fall in a certain school area. I picked Jack Gordon Elementary because it's a very simple one and I'm not going to complicate myself. After all, what I'm trying to do is uncomplicate you guys. So here we go. I'm going to start the typical way you would search is going into a property search. Now I've already added the additional fields. If you've never done that before, you hit add, remove, and you would hit elementary so that it would pop up. You could type the name of the school to make it quicker. I've been having a problem with this where I click on one and it clicks on many. So we have Jack Gordon, see, and it jumped all over the place. So let's do that again. Jack Gordon, only one school, right? And we're going to scroll up here and it says 9 matches, right? That's everything. There's only 9 matches. So the problem here is that if the realtor did not put the school in because they're lazy or uneducated, and we hope that it's that they're uneducated because they haven't been in a company where they are having this information shared with them, right? Or you haven't been coached by me, wink, wink. All right, so that's only 9. If you're putting a listing in, and I hope by this time all of you have, even if you didn't get a listing, you go into MLS, add a listing, and then later erase it so that you can learn about all these beautiful and wonderful fields that exist in here. So I'm going to come back. You see it says 9, and I'm going to hit clear so that we have a fresh start. I'm going to come up here and hit active. And instead of going to the bottom there to pick a school, which is not, when you're putting in a listing, it's not forcing you to add that information. They should make it a priority, but they don't. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to hit Jack Gordon. I did go on the map search. You saw that. For my Latinos, that is not Gordon. That's a last name, okay? So we went in. That's where Jack Gordon is. But where's the school? We know where the school is. We don't know where the boundaries are. So you're going to come up here where it says layers. And you're going to click on elementary. Click there again so that that disappears. And if you look, lo and behold, you have the outline of the school district, of that school, the school zone, the boundaries. So now I'm going to go ahead. You see all that clutter? We have too many properties there. One of the little things I like to do if I want to get rid of that is I go out here in the middle of nowhere and I create a shape so that all the homes are gone because there are no homes there. So now that we have this, that's great, but what we need to be able to keep that. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on polygon and I'm going to start the polygon. So the polygon starts all the way down here actually. And it comes down, let me go across here. I don't know why they made the shape like that, but if you go to the actual school site, which I was going to show you too, but I want to keep this wow, I just aged myself. I want to keep this short. If you look out on the school's page on the Miami-Dade site, it gives you the boundaries by avenues, streets, and so on. And so I went in there before I came here because I wanted to do this correctly. You'll see that these shapes are not 100% accurate sometimes. So you should go in and verify. So I'm going to come down here because it says to go from 120th Street and 152nd Avenue, which was about there, all the way down to 144th Street. And then it says to go west to 157th. And then you're going to go down here across. You're following the red line. Hopefully you guys know how to paint by numbers. You'll be able to do this. Come all the way back up here. Come all the way back. And you're going to close that shape. And now we're going to come here and get rid of this one. We don't need it anymore. Those are the schools that are in the Jack Gordon Elementary School region. So now if we go back to criteria, we have 16. 16. The first time I did this, because I always practice before I go on here in video. So it doesn't look, before I record, I always go check. So let me go to my map, make sure that my guidelines are good. If we push this a little bit down here. I don't know if you guys know, but once the shape is here, you see that little gray? You can just move the line if you made it too short in one direction or another. I'm trying to see if I maybe could move that over. Anyway, it says 16, which is much better than 9. So from here now you can say single family. Now it dropped to 14. Remember, the first time we did this by the name of the school, we only got 9. So that means that 5, no. We have 16. So if we had 9 before and we have 16 now, we have 7 realtors that don't know what they're doing. And, we shouldn't be teasing them because poor things, they just didn't know better. So that's one thing to do. Even after you find a property in here, you should go back out here, right? And you could type Miami-Dade County school boundary, and it'll give you a place. See, come here, and you see that? You can type an address in here. You hit enter, there it goes, you click, and it tells you what schools it belongs to. You guys also know that if you go to IMAP or RPR, they're there also. But the best place to check is always going to be the actual school, because they're going to obviously be the first ones to know if there's a change. I read minds, so yes, I will drop this website in the groups. Okay? I'll be doing that right now. And that's a wrap.